And hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Wednesday, March 5th, Marcho de Cinco, something like that? No, we have to wait for May for that, I suppose. It is hump day, it's a great day, middle of the week, and we're just ahead of the rain. I'll talk about that a little bit in the forecast. I'm Michael Taylor. Thanks for joining us today. On our show, we got a great one for you. We have the folks from Amazing Hearing going to be coming in, talking about their office expansion, some classes they're holding, some hearing aid tips here and there for folks who get new hearing aids, and a lot more on that. And then later in the program, Boomers Club's going to be here, Diane's going to be here telling us about all the upcoming events they have, including a save the date for the Woodstock thing they do in the summer. So things are already getting crazy with the Boomers. They're already looking forward to the summer big festival they have there. Right now, we want to keep you informed, and we've got an important one for you. Over there in Aliso Creek, they're doing a lot of tree trimming. They're clearing out the whole area, getting the things all tidied up in the creek, help get rid of the fuel for fires, and also just cleaning up the area so we don't have as many coyotes in those habitats, things like that. So if you're walking down the creek, which I know a lot of people like to do, just be careful. Watch out for their setting up cones over there. They're going to have some areas that are going to be restricted. That's going to be going on for the next couple of weeks. So just watch out if you're headed down there. Hey, let's take a look at our forecast, and we've got a great one for you later on for the weekend. Not today, though. We got showers coming. I know. Not showering right now. It's going to be a little later in the day, probably about like noon-ish into the midday is going to be when the rains are going to finally come in. I'm no meteorologist, so if you ask me, hey, Mike, is it going to rain? Yeah, probably. Okay. We also got rain tomorrow, and then we start to clear out on Friday, and then we got a great sunny, that's what I'm talking about, the great sunny weekend. That's the one I was telling you about. 66 on Saturday and 71 on Sunday. So a nice clear out, and it's okay if it rains during the week. Just don't ruin my weekend. There we go. Let's take a look at the sunrise and our sunset, and we got a beautiful picture from Hope Bullock. Thanks for sending this one in to us over here at Clubhouse One. Sunrise this morning was 6:13. Sunset tonight is going to be 5:51. Those days are getting longer. If you'd like to send us a picture, we'd love to see it, just like Hope sent us in there. That's a great one over at the clubhouse. You don't have to go far flung, take big vacations or anything. Right here in the community, you've got great opportunities for pictures. Pets, places, and things like that all around here. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, and email us all that information to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, we got a couple of meetings to tell you about. Then when we come back, we'll be talking to the folks from Amazing Hearing. Stay with us.
All great healthcare organizations care, but the best dare to reach higher. At Hoag, we lead with life-saving clinical trials and advanced therapies. Our world-renowned specialists innovate with state-of-the-art technologies like virtual reality and robotics. Hoag is the #1 hospital in Orange County 4 years in a row. Now, more than ever, your healthcare choices matter. Choose Hoag.
Caring Senior Service provides a variety of care services to help seniors age in place. We follow the mantra, when family can't be there, we can. We started our business almost 30 years ago because we realized that seniors in these situations still need loving care. To learn more about how we can help your family, contact us today.
Discover the art of beauty with Noble Art Aesthetics in Laguna Hills. Led by Nita Mansour, a board-certified physician assistant and master injector since 2012. We enhance your natural beauty with precision and care, offering Botox, fillers, microneedling, skincare, and other anti-aging treatments. Every service helps you feel and look your best. Want luxury at your doorstep? We even offer mobile services and Botox parties. Give us a call today to start your journey to natural, beautiful results.
Ready to improve your hearing? Start with Amazing Hearing and audiologist Ann Mundell-Noel and Dr. Gabby Rodriguez.
We have been voted #1 place to buy hearing aids in Orange County for 3 years in a row. The products we use aren't found at big box stores because quality matters.
We have the experience, education, and expertise to maximize your hearing. Improve your hearing, balance, and memory. Call today to get started.
And welcome back to the show. We want to welcome here Amazing Hearing's very own Ann Mundell-Noel and Gabby Rodriguez. Dr. Gabby Rodriguez, thanks guys for joining us. A lot of fun stuff to talk about, right? You got your 12th anniversary, plus the big expansions going on. You guys have expanded again. What's that all about? Just too much of a good thing going on down there?
Pretty much. So we expanded earlier in the year in July. We were on and announced our expansion, and now we have expanded again because we have found the need for a bigger classroom, conference room type to host some more classes and topics and things in our office. So
you're just knocking out all the businesses on left and right of you guys?
We're knocking down walls inside, just seeing how we can better fit, the needs of our patients. So exciting things.
Okay. And with that expansion, you're also kind of doing some classes that are going on there. What are these classes all about?
Yep, so the classes, we're going to do two different types of classes.
Okay.
So one is for oral rehab or hearing therapy. That is to help patients who need a little extra help with their hearing. Mm-hmm. So the way the ear is damaged, they just don't get the clarity that they want. So we have a speech language pathologist that I've known for 30 years, and her name is Cindy. Yeah, not that long. And so that is one thing that we're going to do, lip reading, those kinds of things. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And then the other is classes that we're going to have on Thursday mornings from 10:30 to 11:30, and those classes are going to be all different types of topics. About hearing loss, about accessories, how to use your iPhone with your hearing aid. So there's a lot of different topics.
Now, can people just show up for these classes, or do they have the RSVP, or how does it all work? They go to your website to get more information?
Yeah, so even though we've knocked down the wall and we're in a bigger room, it's still limited. Not that big, so still limited seating. We just ask that you call the office and RSVP ahead of time. You'll also be able to find the list of, upcoming topics on the website. So checking out the website.
And so this is for folks who are maybe already your clients, or are they for folks who've never been to you too? Is it open to anybody?
It is. It's open to anybody, and that's why they can go on the website and they could register through the office. You have to call, so you can't do it online yet. But they are all different topics, and so we encourage people who are not patients to come in and get some more information. Okay.
Now we've talked about this kind of the Costcoization of the hearing aids industry as the kind of the barriers went down to buy it, being able to buy them right off the shelf. But it's not a one-size-fits-all world in that area, right?
It's not, and I think that's why these classes are so important. Is I think patients and I would both love if I could get you a hearing aid and say, see you in a year. It's not quite like that. There's a lot that goes into fitting a hearing aid. It's very specialized. As the experts, we're audiologists. We take the time to ensure you're not only getting what you need from the hearing aid, but maybe some other tools and tricks and accessories that all kind of work together to maximize your hearing.
Is different kind of hearing loss require different kind of hearing aids or different kind of adjustments?
So the hearing aid would be mainly the same. It's kind of a blank unit, and then reprogram it. But definitely our knowledge as audiologists, we understand physiologically what is happening inside the ear, and that is one of the key factors that we can really fine-tune the hearing aid in a much better way because we understand physiologically what's happening in the body.
Okay. So really, it's just kind of like you need to dial these things in, right? And don't people come back and kind of get adjustments? Hey, I'm hearing this or that kind of thing. So it's kind of a fine tuning as you go, right?
Totally. Our office isn't a fair environment, right? It's quiet. We're trained to talk kind of loud. So what you experience in the real world really helps guide us. Everyone's body and brain is different, so you're going to react differently, even if you have an identical hearing loss to me. So fine tuning based on your life and what you're experiencing definitely kind of leads the way for us.
Okay.
I'd just like to add on that is that we're kind of like physical therapists for your ear, right? If you get a knee replacement, you know how to walk. Why do you go to a physical therapist after? Because they know how hard to push you and what to do to maximize your potential. But your potential is not going to be the same as somebody else, maybe in a different age or different activity level. And in the same way with us, with hearing aids, we are there to maximize our patients' hearing potential. So we look at what is available for them. And that's why different strokes for different folks.
Okay. Tell me about Cindy Nierenberg.
Yeah, so Cindy is our speech language pathologist. That's who Anne is known for 30 years, not 60.
Not 60?
Not 60.
You're in the crib together.
But she's excellent. So she's not only a speech language pathologist with 30 years of experience, but she's a life coach as well. And so she really understands kind of the emotional side of hearing loss. And she's now with us doing our hearing therapy twice a month, a beginner class and an intermediate class, just better serve our patients and equip them to hear their best.
And can we talk a little bit about the psychology and the mental side of hearing loss? When people feel like they're not part of conversations, they isolate a little bit more, and you guys want to break people free of that, right?
Right, and that's the whole idea behind coming to us as audiologists. We have 8 years of hearing science, so we understand what's happening, and the counseling that we give patients is huge. So we try to get them over the negative barriers about hearing loss or the isolation that they're feeling because they don't want to tell their spouse what one more time, right? So there starts to become communication barriers that happen, and those are all kinds of things that we as audiologists address, but also in the hearing therapy classes, she really addresses.
And when that happens to people, there's also a mental and physical things that can happen when they isolate, when they remove themselves, and kind of they can sink into depressions and things like that, right?
Absolutely. Depression, anxiety, closely related to untreated hearing loss. If you know you're going to struggle through a situation, it's a lot easier to say, I'm not going, I'm going to stay home. Also, balance and memory, closely related to hearing and the hearing anatomy. So it's, whole body. We can't have one and not the other. We have to keep everything up and stimulated and running to just be the best selves that we can be.
Now, we talk about it often on the show that people can bring in their recyclables into your offices, and you guys use the monies that you raise to help drill wells in remote areas in Africa. You just returned from
Yes, I did.
a visit.
I was there in January for 2 weeks, and we had a team of 23 this time, which is a little bit larger, but it was so rewarding to see the people so thankful for the water that they got. So we did water, we did medical, we did we saw a school that we're building. So it was very rewarding, and the people are so appreciative. Always, thank you for coming.
What does it do for you when you see that? I mean, I know it's a great thing for you, but it's got to feel like, okay, wow, we're making a difference here. This isn't just a couple cans thrown into a container.
Totally. It just gives you purpose, right? And allows me to come back to the office and let the patients participate in that. So bringing their plastic bottles and aluminum cans really does make a difference.
When's your trip?
Everyone keeps asking. I love my role right now. I feel like I'm contributing by holding down the office, and someday I will get to go.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go over real quick the classes, when, where, and how can people get registered for those things?
So first I would check out the website, check out the topics, see what fits for you and your schedule and your needs. Give the office a call and save your seat. Sooner you save your seat, the better.
Yeah, the other part is that those are the talks on Thursday mornings from 10:30 to 11:30, and they will start next week. So we're getting the topics up this week, but they would go to amazinghearing.net and then go under the patient tab and then see the class list there. The other ones is the hearing therapy, and those are the third week of the month, Tuesday and Wednesday. So Tuesday is the intermediate class and Wednesday is the beginner class.
All right, sounds good. From Amazing Hearing, Ann Mundell Noel and Gabby Rodriguez, Dr. Gabby Rodriguez. Thank you guys for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right, coming up next, big party. Where are your hearing aids? The boomers are here.
Hi, my name is Annette, owner of Window Jazz. We're here in Laguna Woods, replacing old windows with new, energy-efficient, state-of-the-art products. We're here with our installation team, upgrading old windows to make this property feel new and beautiful. New replacement windows and doors will make a major impact on the appearance of this home. They'll increase the property value and save homeowners money by reducing energy costs while providing a comfortable indoor climate. Let Window Jazz do the same for you. Call us today for a free consultation.
As we get older, sometimes we need a little extra care. We can stay independent and in our own homes with the right care. Care to eat our favorite meal. Care to look our best. Care to stay active care to look after our pets. Find personalized in-home care at AmericareBeachCities.com.
Do you or your loved ones want to continue living at home safely, but are starting to see signs of Parkinson's, dementia, Alzheimer's? Maybe it's recent strokes or falls. Having a caregiver at home can be the best way to keep you in home safely. Home Helpers has been providing caregivers for over 25 years. Call us today or join us at Laguna Cafe for free pie and coffee, and we'll answer your questions about caregiving. It's the first Tuesday of every month at 10 a.m., and space goes quickly, so RSVP now.
Endorsed by the man himself, the Cream of Clapton Band features family, friends, and bandmates of the legendary guitarist, paying homage to the record-breaking 24 nights at the Royal Albert Hall. This concert includes Clapton classics and rekindles the hits from albums August and Journeyman.
The Cream of Clapton Band at the Pack on March 12. Tickets are $20, $30, and $40 and are available at the Pack box office.
Well, you know, spring is on the way when the boomers start showing up like all the time, talking about all their events that are happening up. I want to welcome Diane McQuigg here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having
from
me.
Boomers. And you guys have a big lineup of things going on. Tell me a little bit about what the Boomers is all about. If I want to join the Boomers Club, what is that? Do I have to be a boomer?
No.
Okay, that's good. That's right off the start.
We dance. I mean, we're purely a social club.
Mm-hmm.
We dance. We have musical events. We just had the Beatles versus the Stones at the Pack, and we were seat dancing there, and some people along the
I was
side.
going to say, some people were up in the aisle, I guarantee
Some
it.
people were up in the aisle. Yeah, that's for sure. But we're a social club. We love to dance.
Mm-hmm.
We love good music, and we love life.
We love life. All right. Well, you guys are going to be loving life on the 12th. You have some events going on there. Clapton Band, right?
Uh-huh. Cream of Clapton.
Cream of Clapton. There we go.
Cream of mushroom soup.
Cream of mushroom soup, cream of Clapton. I don't know. That doesn't sound super healthy, but
but it's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. That's the important part. So tell me all about what's going on there.
Well, we've got Will Johns, who is Eric Clapton's nephew, and he's the lead singer. Great. And then Steve Ferroni is a drummer that was in Cream. I think he played with Tom Petty. He's played with a bunch of different bands. So we've got, those two and then a couple of great, other band members, and it's going to be a super, super night.
Mm-hmm. And they have a lot of tribute bands. This is the first one I think is a Clapton kind of tribute band.
I have not seen a Clapton one so far.
Yeah, okay. And do you guys feel like, hey, we're going to give this a shot, or do you feel like, hey, these guys are huge everywhere they go. It's going to be a big show.
The president, Howard Fox, and his wife Bonnie went to the Arts Festival in Laguna Beach last year, and they saw this group, and they said, we've got to have them.
Okay.
They're so good. We have to bring them to the woods.
Okay, and there we go. So it's going to be at the Pack. Tell me all the dirty details. Can people get tickets right now? How are we doing?
They can get tickets right now. They can get them online. Those that have already purchased their tickets can actually go to the box office anytime between now and I would suggest going before next Wednesday.
Right.
Picking up their tickets. And then that's it. We're going to have a great night that night.
There we go. So then on the 15th, we got some St. Patrick's Day swag here, but it's going to be Charlie's Angels. How does Charlie's Angels have to do with
nothing?
With nothing. Just
it's
because.
just St. Patrick's Day.
No, my green,
hey, if I was
my green
here
lantern
yesterday,
ring.
it would have been Mardi Gras.
That's true. So tell us about what we're doing on St. Patrick's Day there.
On St. Patrick's Day, we have Charlie's Angels. They're always such a big hit. 3 girls, and then Charlie's Angels, and then Bosley on the drums. Mm-hmm. So it's a great show. The girls do a fantastic job. This is the second time we've had them, and we love them.
Okay.
Great job.
And when you guys go out, I mean, I know you had these guys before. Where do you guys get your bands? Is it just kind of, hey, I heard these guys over here, I saw this, or do you guys have somebody scouting and scouring the web and things like that for these guys?
It's a trade secret.
Trade secret? Oh, come on.
No, I look at some, like the biggest venues around, like maybe Stillwater, Campus Jacks, places like that. So I see kind of who's playing in those places.
Okay.
And then I go in and I look at the videos and then, maybe go see them. So, I do that. Every once in a while I'll use an agent that'll come up with like a really good band or something, but it's just a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. All right, well, you got another special event coming up April 6th. It's going to be the K-Tel All-Stars. K-Tel, I remember K-Tel from when I was a kid.
Must have been a very small kid.
That was awesome. Thank you.
K-Tel does they do the 70s show. We had them at the Performing Arts Center last year, and everybody was raving about how good they were, and they said, you've got to bring them to Clubhouse 5. We need to dance. We don't want to dance in the aisles. We don't want to dance up out. We want to dance on the dance floor. So we're bringing them back April 6th. You can make your reservations right now, boomersclub.org. You can get in there, make your reservations, and the tickets are $25 for members and $35 for non-members.
Okay, they're going to have stuff from like Casey and the Sunshine Band, looks like Elton John, Aerosmith, Steve Miller, Kansas. That's quite the lineup of 70s powerhouse bands.
Yeah. It's not just 70s music, it's good 70s music.
Oh, there you go. The best of the best.
The best of the best.
All right, and I also want to look ahead. You guys want to look ahead to Woodstock. That is... Do you even need to talk about that? Do you even need to come on and talk about that? Because it's always the biggest event you guys do. It's jam-packed every year. But you can already start saving the date. You already have a date picked out?
Yep, June 28th.
Okay.
We have picked out. We're feverishly working on getting everything together. We've got all the bands together. We got 5 super knockout bands.
Okay.
So it's going to be good musically. We're still working on vendors and getting everybody in. So we'll start selling tickets probably sometime in May, late April, May, something like that.
And this is a monster. This is a big undertaking for you guys,
Yes.
right? Is it kind of an all hands on deck? I mean, do you get divide and conquer? You guys do the vendors, that kind of thing?
We do everything. We look for volunteers. We please need volunteers. It's just for like simple things, like with the bands, just making sure that they have water, or making sure that everything's set up in the room, and then all the vendors that are there, and there's just always something going on. The board that day, the board of directors is like all over the place. You'll see us like everywhere.
Running here and there.
Yep.
What got you into the Boomers in the first place?
When I moved here in 2021, it was just after COVID, and I was looking for something to do. So I saw the Boomers, and I went to one of the dances, and I said, listen, I'd like to volunteer. So I was the guy going up and down the aisle there, giving out wristbands and checking membership and stuff like that. So that was my first job with the Boomers. And then once I got into it, I fell in love with entertainment and looking at bands and watching bands. So that's where I came entertainment.
And tell me about the community of people that are in there. I mean, have you found friendships, the relationships? You see the same people? You party with the same people?
It's funny because a year or two, maybe a year and a half ago, I had a friend at work, and he's always wanted to go, and he says, why don't you invite me? So I said, okay. So I invite him. He's sitting at the table with us, and he met somebody on the dance floor. And they're engaged and getting married, so.
Look at you, matchmaker.
I know, look at that. It just happened like that. But it's a great place. It's a great place for singles because, I'm always at front with all the girls, all the ladies are up front. So if you're single, if you're a couple, it's good for everybody. It's good for everybody.
Good music, good fun. What would you say is the thing you love about it the most?
It's like every month, putting on a party, and then you put on the party and you have fun, and then you afterwards you're just like, that was great.
Let's do that again.
Let's do that next month.
And you do. Real quick, we're going to run it around. March 12th, we got the PAC events with Cream of Clapton. And on the 15th, you guys have Charlie's Angels going on there on the 15th there. And then Boomer's special event, April 6th. It's going to be the K-Tel All-Stars. And then, of course, save the date, June 28th. Go over at Clubhouse 2, the mother of all concerts. It is the Woodstock 2025.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Dan McQuigg, thank you so much for coming in from Boomers. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks for the ring.
Oh,
really
you're
cool.
welcome. Enjoy.
We'll be right back with a movie preview right after this.
Someone asked me recently, what is Thrive? Thrive is a group in the Village that seeks to inspire quality living in every chapter of our lives. They asked, how do you do that? We bring people together and promote themes such as kindness, positivity, joyfulness, resilience, and mindfulness in a complex world, as these behaviors enhance wellness and increase cognitive and physical health. Come thrive with us at our next event. Just RSVP by emailing us.
Who is RadNet? You've probably heard our name and seen our commercials, but you still might not know who we are. RadNet is the largest provider of outpatient imaging services in the United States, with over 8,000 employees and almost 400 imaging centers in 7 states. Likely, if you have had diagnostic imaging, you have experienced RadNet's high-quality, cost-effective imaging services. With 35 years of expertise, RadNet is leading into the future with advanced technology and the very latest AI technology. We are positioned for the future of healthcare. RadNet, leading radiology forward.
Seniors fear running out of money more than death itself, and the #1 mistake you can make is underestimating volatility, which can derail your retirement. For 35 years now, I've coached seniors to financial independence by using 2 simple rules. Never take big losses and create income along the way. It's your financial future. Call now to get a free risk analysis to ensure your investments are protected, and we'll send you our Safer Money System, 949-219-0692.
And welcome back. Hey, let's talk about this weekend's movies. It's going to be some good ones for you. We got Some Like It Hot. This is a classic. I remember seeing this and it was a classic. So it's been 1956, I believe. It is a great one. It's got Tony Curtis, Jack Lemmon, and of course Marilyn Monroe. It's brought to us by Hoag Orthopedic Institute. It's going to be at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. After 2 male musicians witness a mob hit, they flee in the state in an all-female band disguised as women. Of course, further complications set in. It is a real kind of really fun movie to watch if you haven't seen it before. If you've seen it before, then go ahead and watch it again. It's a classic. There you go. And then on Saturday, we have Midway. It is starring Henry Fonda, Charlton Heston. It is brought to us by Harvard Eye Associates, and it's going to be at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. It is the true story of the battle between the U.S. and Japanese navies for control of the Midway Islands. This naval engagement was widely heralded as a turning point in the Pacific theater in World War II. It's a great movie. I've seen it, and I would definitely watch that one again as well. All right, let's take a quick check of our weather, and we got some rain in the forecast coming in this afternoon sometime. It's going to go into the evening, and then tomorrow we got about the same thing. We got more rain in the forecast. Then we got a little bit of a clear out on Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday is going to be actually mostly sunny skies. Looking forward to that as well. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of This Day. Tomorrow on the program, Thrive and the California Club. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
Something is happening. The Barclay in Irvine.